Hello you guys, I'm here with Mika and we're on my couch today because I wanted to do this a little bit more casually since it's gonna be a little bit of a story in the beginning. It's gonna be my career story. One of the most common questions I get on my channel is how I got started in my career in marketing, what I did to get there. And then I'm gonna go over a little bit about what I do now, where I am in my career. I know a lot of people ask about my education background, what it takes to get to where I am today. So today I'm gonna do a deep dive into my path into my career. And then I'm gonna share a really cool tip with you guys on how you can get started in your digital marketing or just marketing career in today's landscape. If you haven't watched any of my videos before, hi, I'm Angel. I'm currently the marketing director at a tech startup company here in Vancouver, Canada. I've been working at the company for about 5 years and I am super happy with where I'm at. And I feel really lucky to be a part of the team that I am on. So let's go ahead and start with my career story. I'm just gonna go over my education background first. I actually started my first year at Simon Fraser University, which is a pretty popular university here in Vancouver, Canada. I studied communications at SFU, and I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, I did not make it past my first year of university. I did not do well in my first year. I didn't understand why I had to take all these other courses. Like I took archaeology, I don't know, there was like science courses, history courses. There were just all these courses that I wasn't really understanding why I needed it to develop like my role in marketing. I knew I wanted to do something in marketing. I wasn't exactly sure what that was yet. And I talked about this in another one of my videos, but how I came across the idea of wanting to work in marketing was actually because of television shows and seeing people who work in PR. I'm very glad I don't work in PR today because I don't think that would have been a job that I really loved and enjoyed, like the job that I do now. So, but yeah, that was kind of my idea of marketing in the beginning. I thought that I wanted to be in public relations. And so I pursued an education in communications because that kind of made sense to me. So after my first year at SFU, absolutely hating it, did not do well, I actually got put on academic probation and I ended up having to come to this crossroad where I had to decide, okay, what do I do now? Where do I go? Like, do I continue my education? Do I just try to start work? What is the next step? Because I didn't want to go through that year of academic probation and take those academic probation courses that you have to take. And I just wanted to like keep my life going and I wanted to do something. So I discovered BCIT, which is another really popular institute here in Vancouver. The full name is British Columbia's Institute of Technology. They offer intensive 2-year diplomas in like a variety of categories. So people go to BCIT for nursing, for construction trades, for marketing, for business. You can get your bachelor's as well. So you can do the 2 years for the diploma and then do another 2 years for the bachelor. But I was like, okay, I need to start somewhere. So I applied for BCIT's marketing communications program. I've heard really amazing things there. They just have an amazing reputation here in Vancouver and they're known to produce really amazing graduates that like succeed and flourish in the marketing industry here in Vancouver. And I've heard stories from my UBC business friends. If you're not from Vancouver, UBC is this university that's like very sought after in Vancouver, and their business program is supposed to be like the best in the area. So actually it's pretty well known all across Canada. So a lot of people obviously want to study there, but I've heard stories from my friends who graduated or are undergrads in the UBC business program that they've actually lost potential opportunities and positions to BCIT. So like they're competing undergraduate, fellow undergraduates or graduates. So that obviously was very interesting to me. I'm like, okay, it's a 2-year program. These grads seem to get out and get a job in Vancouver with like no problems at all. I didn't like my university experience. I might have had a better experience if I went to UBC from the get-go, but my experience at SFU was awful. I just didn't enjoy it. I didn't like the courses I was taking. So I was like, you know what? 2 years, like that really isn't that long. Let me go and give BCIT a try. So I started my BCIT marketing communications program. Again, like I said, it's a 2-year intensive diploma program. So you would graduate with a diploma and not a degree. And yeah, like honestly, the rest was history. The courses are very much so tailored to what you need to know as a graduate going into whatever industry you're trying to go into. So in their business school, they have marketing communications, sales, entrepreneurship. I think there's a real estate program as well. But yeah, like in the marketing communications program, we had like digital marketing courses, direct mail courses, like general marketing courses. We even had like business writing courses. Of course, there were the stats, the analytics, the accounting courses, which honestly, I should have paid more attention to. Those were my worst courses. And they're so important. They're so important for me now coming out and freelancing and starting my own business. Like, why didn't I learn to understand numbers and like focus on business accounting more in school? Because I had to relearn all of that myself after graduating. So pay attention to your classes and your courses, okay? Like absorb everything. Yeah, they had really specific and tailored courses and really tailored projects to help you gain the skills that you need to come out as a marketer. And they have such a great reputation in Vancouver that a lot of like agencies, even client-side companies in Vancouver value BCIT students a lot because they just come out with the actual like technical skills and knowledge you would need to succeed in your role. Whereas graduating from a more general program like arts or something like that, you're not taught the same technical skills, I would say, unless you specifically sought after those courses in university. You're not taught the same technical skills as you are coming out of like an intensive boot camp style diploma program like I went to. And one of my favorite things about BCIT was that at the end of your 2-year program, for the last like 3 or 4 or 5 months, I think, you get put into a internship or a practicum, and it's required as a part of your program to graduate. So they have this amazing database of companies, agencies in Vancouver that they've partnered with in the past, and they pretty much hook you up with a company. Given you still have to interview, you could be fighting for that position with multiple different students, but you pretty much get to apply, interview, like go through the official interview process and get hired as an intern with one of the companies in Vancouver. I think that's probably the most valuable piece of BCIT that the program provides. I think the technical skills are great, but there's nothing that you can't learn yourself online. I would say, like, I'm an avid supporter and believer that anything you can learn in school, you can learn online, because all of that knowledge, all of that information is so readily available, just a Google search away. So I think the internship process, the practicum, that actual real life work experience was definitely the most valuable thing I took away from my program. It did also teach me how to time manage, stay organized. It taught me how to learn better, and I think those types of like soft skills were actually really useful as well. But yeah, anything like on the technical side, how to use programs, how to do this, how to do that, those things I feel like very easy to learn by yourself. So coming out of BCIT, I actually got hired on by the company that I was doing my internship with part-time after I graduated, because they didn't have a full-time position for me, but they really enjoyed the work that I did, and I just really got along with their team. So I was lucky enough that they gave me a part-time position while I was looking for a more full-time role. And so while I was working there, I was applying for jobs until I landed at my current job, Kashoo. We are a tech startup here in Vancouver. We are a Saas software business. And yeah, they were the first company, well, the second company, I guess, I worked at out of school, and it has been like nearly 5 years now. I am still loving it. I love what I do. I love the company that I'm with. I love my team. So I'm really thankful for my experience and educational background that was able to help me get to where I am today. So that's pretty much my career story. I want to talk a little bit about today's landscape when it comes to like marketing jobs. And although education and having that, you know, I guess like title of having a degree is a good thing, it's always going to be a benefit to you, I honestly don't believe that it is the thing that matters the most anymore. I think maybe asking, you know, our parents, people who are older than even me, like I'm 26 this year, they would say that education is probably the #1 thing that was considered when they were applying for jobs. But I really think in today's day and age, education and knowledge and information, again, is so accessible that your education background, like your formal education background and what degree you have, really isn't the end all and be all of what like companies and interviewers are looking at. More important than that, I think, are your skills and the experience that you bring to the table. And experience is a touchy subject because obviously as a new graduate or as somebody who's coming out of a boot camp or an online course, you don't have that work experience that a lot of companies hope that people have by the time they apply for these entry-level jobs, which doesn't really make sense, but it is what it is. So I always say to people, it's really important that you go out and get that work experience however you can, because that is going to be your biggest like leverage when it comes to applying for a position. And whether that is like work experience, a full-time work experience, or what, it could also be that you go out and you freelance or you intern or you work on case studies. You know, you join a marketing group in your, wherever you are. That could be at your school. There are some like marketing kind of groups, social groups and stuff that that a lot of cities have. So joining something like that and working on case studies is really great as well, because any sort of project that you work on related to what you want to do in marketing can kind of be spun into experience. So it's something to your portfolio that you can at least show to your future employer. This is what I can do. These are my skills. This is how I can use it. This is the knowledge that I have. And this is why I would be beneficial to your team. So I want to quickly talk about today's video sponsor, which is Acadium. Acadium is what I would call the solution to the idea that you need like X amount of years of education, whatever degree, X amount of hours or years of experience in a field. They pretty much take all of these problems that you have as an entry-level marketer or as an aspiring marketer, and they provide a solution. So Acadium provides courses as well as an amazing opportunity to gain work experience to anybody who wants to launch a career in marketing. How it works is they are a program that you can apply to get partnered with a real business in the world, in North America, wherever, who are looking for an intern or an apprentice in the marketing role. Once you go through your application process, they look at your skills, look at what you're looking for, who you are as a whole, and try to match you to a company that's looking for somebody like you. During this waiting process of getting matched up to their apprenticeship program, you can actually take all of their free courses, which is their own curriculum that provides hours and hours of really, really good marketing, education, and information. These courses are going to help you further your career or even kickstart your career, learn the things that you don't know yet, and you'll come out of it with a certification to show on your resume as well. They also offer this really cool thing called Tasks. Essentially what Tasks is, it's like a job posting board where companies post, individual tasks that they need handled by like what they would typically hire a contractor for. So whether it's like a marketing plan, whether it's graphic design, whether it's some social posts, whether it's like a digital media plan, things that they would usually hire a contractor for, like one-off tasks, you can actually, as an Acadium member, go and work on these tasks and then use that experience on your resume as well, so that you are more likely to get set up with a business, and also in the future you have that kind of experience and skill under your belt. The best thing about them though is definitely, of course, their apprenticeship, their mentorship program. I compare it really similarly to my internship practicum program at BCIT, what I talked about, the requirements for my graduation. So having that internship experience, because they really are doing exactly that. They are matching you with a business who obviously is going to get your help, but also is going to be there to teach you and mentor you in that role, giving you that very, very important work experience that is going to look amazing on your resume. The best thing is it's also free. So they are offering you thousands of opportunities in SEO, digital marketing, content creation, email marketing, social media, etc., 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 all for free, not to mention giving you access to these courses and these free tasks for you to do and gain experience. It honestly blows my mind that something like this exists today. It's the best thing because this is really gonna help people get started in marketing. It's so hard for me to explain to people sometimes when they ask me what it takes to get to a career in marketing, but now having discovered Acadium, I can easily explain to you, like, these are the things that you need and this program provides it. I wish I could have discovered this earlier and introduced this to you guys earlier, as well as introduced it to some of my friends who have gone through the same path and struggle as me, trying to figure out what they want to do and how they can get started in the marketing industry. Heck, I wish it was around when I was starting my career story, because this would have saved me a lot of time, a lot of stress, a lot of figuring out how I could get to where I wanted to get to. If you guys are interested, the link is in the comment section below. Before we end the video though, I quickly want to show you guys on my computer what Acadium looks like, what the courses look like, and just show you the process of what it's like when you sign up. So let's go to my computer. I feel so bad like bothering Mika this whole time. She's just napping beside me, but what a sweetheart. Want a career in marketing, baby? I literally have a mic set up taped to me. I feel so professional. Okay, let's go to my computer.
All right, welcome to my desk. I'm going to quickly take you through the Acadium process of signing up and then what their courses and their dashboard looks like. So this is how you sign up. You go through some of these questions asking you what you're interested in, the industries you want to work in, the skills you would like to learn. And you can go ahead and just select the ones that make sense for you. So yeah, industries, like I said, and realize that you can only do 7. I went a little crazy, but I'm gonna have to unselect them, as you guys can see here. But there's just so many things that I'm interested in, but I would just focus on, you know, the 7. You can go ahead and add a profile picture. Then you have to add a short bio about yourself. It's like a minimum of 150 characters. So write something about what you're interested in, what your goals are as a marketer. I think that is the best thing to do. They ask for your personal interests as well. And then it gives you the option to book your first onboarding call. I'm just gonna skip that process here since I just wanna show you guys what the dashboard looks like. But that onboarding call is so important because you wanna get in touch with one of the Acadium staff so that they can help guide you through your time at Acadium and how you can land your apprenticeship. So we're gonna go into courses here. And you can see it gives you an explanation of everything, which you guys can look through yourself, but you can go through and browse through tasks. So this is what I was telling you guys about earlier. These are all the tasks that businesses have created within Acadium for you to do. So there's like blog posts, graphic design, social media. There is pretty much everything under the sun that you can expect working in a marketing job. There will be a task for it. You will also be able to find the courses here. I love their curriculum. So there's soft skills, digital marketing, SEO, social media, influencer marketing, paid advertising. There is so much good information here for you to know. On-page SEO, like they really break everything down. While you're waiting for your onboarding call, as well as your chance to join onto an apprenticeship, I would honestly start here and just go through all of these courses. If these are courses you haven't taken in the past, or if you just want to refresh your skills in these specific areas, honestly, just go through them. I personally recommend doing all of them. That's actually a tip I have for people who are starting in the marketing industry and they have no idea what they're getting themselves into or what they're interested in yet. I would take courses so you can get a gist of what is required from you from each of these different areas of marketing, so that in the future when you're applying for jobs, you know, like, okay, I really love doing SEO and that is my passion and that's what I'm good at and that's what I studied for the most. I want to find an SEO specialist role. There are really general marketing roles, like my role as a marketing director. I touch a little bit of everything, all the things within these courses, but starting out in your marketing career, I do recommend trying to find and focus in one area that you really want to grow in, whether that's social media, paid advertising, media buying, SEO, influencer marketing, whatever it may be. It's good to pick one area and really hone your skills in that area first. For me, like I said, I started at my internship at a social media company. So social media was kind of my bread and butter. And then it led into content creation and then all these other aspects of marketing that I learned later on. So that is the Acadium platform. I hope this was helpful for you guys. And I hope this brings a little bit of inspiration and motivation for you to take that leap and start your career in marketing. Again, the Acadium link will be linked in the description box below. I honestly can't say enough good things about them, and I'm really, really excited for you guys to go in and try it out for yourself. Even if you just want to touch up on your skills, take some courses, and you're not quite ready for an apprenticeship yet, I would just join on, get your hands wet, so that when you feel like you are ready, you have that opportunity and that chance to get some work experience started. I hope you guys are having an amazing day wherever you are in the world. If you have any questions about Acadium, about my career story, please leave them in the comment section down below and I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. All right, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you did. Check out Acadium in the description and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.